Figure 4.1 Adorama.com homepage. Click on copiers, printers, fax machines. Most people would not have a compelling reason to buy these kinds of items from a company whose tagline is the photography people. Read the How to Master Dog Photography article by Bowser. This is probably not a pressing concern for most visitors. I can imagine that while sitting in a company staff meeting somebody approved the addition of all of these items to the homepage. Each item may be useful to a subset of your audience, and may be logical in its own right. But the cumulative effect of all of this clutter is that you are squandering precious milliseconds of every visitor's attention. They are forced to wade through a lot of muck to even understand if there is any relevant information for them on your page. Will they do this? No. Many will simply throw up their hands in frustration and try another website. The main goal of a broad selection online catalog should be to efficiently direct all visitors to a relevant set of product choices, and to help them decide among them. The Adorama page does not do this effectively. A better alternative would be to focus on a smaller number of choices that apply to everyone, and to funnel visitors deeper into the site. Figure 4.2 shows the top of the home page for B&H, a company similar to Adorama in its breadth and scope of product offerings. Page 100 Figure 4.2 B&H photo and video homepage. This homepage has many of the same fundamental problems as Adorama's, and I am not holding it up as some paragon of effective landing page design. However, it handles one critical task significantly better. The attention of the user is directed to the block of high-level category images near the center of the page. See the highlighted area. Each main category is given equal weight, and the representative photos and descriptive text make it easy to see at a glance the breadth of the product line available on the site. The rest of the page is visually relatively mild, and does not compete as much for the visitor's attention. Even though visual clutter also appears on this page, most of it is not visible without scrolling, and is not shown in Figure 4.2. Keys to creating awareness. We'll revisit some of the suggestions in this section later in the book, as we discuss timeless testing themes. Stop screaming at your visitors. Get out of the interruption marketing mindset. Imagine your web visitors as guests, who have just arrived at your home. Would you scream at them? Turn down the volume by eliminating gaudy and flashy visual elements on your landing pages. Everything on your landing page does not deserve special emphasis. This does not mean that you should not have a larger headline or clear call to action. Your desired conversion action should be prominent and clear. But in the absence of competing elements for the visitor's attention, this will happen naturally. Eliminate unnecessary choices. Now that you have clearly defined your conversion action S, you must take a hard look at your landing pages. Anything that does not directly support the conversion goal must be eliminated. If you have more than one conversion goal, you must emphasize the ones that have the highest value per visitor. These should receive a disproportionately large amount of screen real estate and prominence. Minor or supporting conversion goals should be minimized. Unclutter what remains. Now it is time to become a word miser. Ruthlessly edit your remaining text copy. Simplify concepts. Shorten prose paragraphs to easy-to-scan bullet lists. Organize information with short headlines so visitors do not have to read unwanted topics. Create room to breathe with lots of white space on the page. Interest on the web. Interest is very fleeting. A world of other websites is just a mouse click away. People at this stage are in an if it's interesting I'll check it out mindset. The level of commitment is very low. Interest is often tied very closely to awareness. The attention of the person flits like a butterfly across all of the available points of interest on your landing page. So awareness can also be described as an ongoing scanning process. Interest is akin to the butterfly alighting for a moment on a particular flower. Interest can be viewed as a transient pull and concentration of the attention on a particular object. Often, interest on the web is expressed in a split-second decision to click on something. If the attention surge is strong enough, you will take the action of clicking. If not, your attention will subside back into a more diffuse scanning mode. If your needs are not being met and you grow frustrated enough, interest can peak instead as a desire to leave the current web page. The key to creating the interest is to focus on the visitor. Elements of your landing page must be relevant to them, and they must self-select because they recognize this relevance. Boxed. The rules of web interest. Understand who the visitor is. Understand what the visitor is trying to accomplish. Web interest comes in two main flavors, self-selection and need identification. Self-selection. In order to self-select, I must be given a discrete choice of specific classes of visitors to your site, and the appropriate path to follow. In effect, I have to raise my hand and say, yes, I identify with this label. Figure 4.3 shows the homepage for the University of California, San Diego Edu. My alma mater for undergraduate and graduate studies. Several navigation methods are available. One of the most prominent ones is the list of typical visitor classes near the upper left portion of the page. It allows a visitor to self-select and proceed down the correct track. Page 102 Figure 4.3 University of California, San Diego homepage. Self-selection is another way of describing the appropriate role that someone takes on in relation to your landing page. Roles are described in more detail in the user-centered design section in Chapter 3. Need recognition. Another way to increase interest is to have people identify with a specific need that they currently have. Needs can change more quickly than roles. The highlighted portion of the Southwest Airline homepage in Figure 4 prominently features a needs-based navigation section. To the right of the large photo, visitors are invited to select among the following choices: book a flight, check-in online, check your flight status, view, or change your flight stop at page 103.